Belisarius, often regarded as the last great general of the Roman Empire, served under Emperor Justinian I during the Byzantine Empire's ambitious efforts to reclaim the glory of Rome. Born around 500 CE in Illyria, Belisarius rose to prominence through his unparalleled military genius, loyalty, and resourcefulness in the face of overwhelming odds. Little is known about Belisarius's early life, but his military career began in the Byzantine army under Emperor Justin I. Recognized for his strategic mind and calm demeanor, Belisarius quickly gained the attention of Justinian, who would later entrust him with critical campaigns. He first commanded a bodyguard unit before ascending to greater responsibilities. Belisarius's first major test came in the war against the Sassanid Empire, one of Byzantium's greatest rivals. In 530 CE, he achieved a remarkable victory at the Battle of Dara. Despite being outnumbered, Belisarius utilized innovative tactics, including trenches and strategic positioning, to decimate the Persian forces. This victory not only boosted Byzantine morale, but also cemented Belisarius's reputation as a brilliant tactician. However, his subsequent campaign at Callinicum, 531 CE, was less successful. His forces were overwhelmed by a larger Persian army, though he managed to prevent a total collapse. Despite the setback, Belisarius's leadership and resilience kept the Byzantines in the fight, and a peace treaty was soon negotiated, ending the war on relatively stable terms. Belisarius's role as a military leader extended beyond the battlefield. In 532 CE, Constantinople was engulfed in the Nika riots, a massive uprising against Emperor Justinian. The riots, fueled by political and social tensions, threatened to topple Justinian's regime. Belisarius, alongside the loyal general Mundus, led the imperial forces to suppress the rebellion. The decisive moment came when Belisarius stormed the Hippodrome, where tens of thousands of rioters had gathered. His soldiers executed a ruthless crackdown, killing an estimated 30,000 people and restoring order. This brutal but effective action saved Justinian's reign and demonstrated Belisarius's unwavering loyalty to the emperor. Belisarius's next great challenge was in North Africa, where the Vandal kingdom posed a threat to Byzantine interests. Tasked with reconquering the former Roman province, Belisarius embarked on the Vandalic War with a relatively small force of 15,000 men. His campaign was a testament to his ability to achieve victory through strategy and discipline, rather than sheer numbers. The decisive battle occurred at Ad Decimum near Carthage, where Belisarius's forces routed the Vandals under King Gelimer. Shortly after, the Vandals were completely defeated at Tricamarum, and Carthage fell into Byzantine hands. This campaign restored North Africa to the empire and marked one of Belisarius's greatest achievements. Flush with success from his North African campaign, Belisarius turned his attention to Italy, where the Ostrogothic kingdom controlled much of the former Western Roman Empire. In 535 CE, Justinian launched the Gothic War, aiming to reclaim Italy and restore Roman authority. Belisarius began his campaign by capturing Sicily with little resistance. His forces then moved to the Italian mainland, taking Naples after a prolonged siege. The fall of Naples opened the path to Rome, and by 536 CE, Belisarius had entered the Eternal City to great acclaim. The Ostrogoths, under King Vitiges, launched a massive counterattack to retake Rome. For over a year, Belisarius defended the city against overwhelming odds. Despite being heavily outnumbered, his clever use of fortifications and hit-and-run tactics kept the Goths at bay. The siege finally ended when Byzantine reinforcements arrived, forcing the Ostrogoths to retreat. After breaking the siege of Rome, Belisarius pursued the Goths into northern Italy. The campaign culminated in the capture of Ravenna, the Ostrogothic capital, in 540 CE. In a dramatic turn of events, Vitiges offered to make Belisarius the king of Italy in exchange for sparing the Goths. Loyal to Justinian, Belisarius feigned acceptance but delivered the city to the emperor instead. This act of fidelity solidified his reputation, but also sowed seeds of mistrust between him and Justinian. The Gothic War, though initially successful, left Italy devastated. Justinian's overextension of resources and mistrust of his own generals hindered further progress. Belisarius was recalled to Constantinople, leaving the Italian front lines in a precarious state. The Ostrogoths would soon regroup under a new leader, Totila, reigniting the conflict.
Belisarius was recalled to Italy in 544 CE to face Totila, the Ostrogothic king who had revitalized Gothic resistance. By this time, however, Belisarius's resources were severely limited. His pleas for reinforcements from Justinian went unanswered, leaving him to rely on his ingenuity and the loyalty of his soldiers. Despite these challenges, Belisarius mounted a determined defense of key cities like Rome and Ravenna. However, without sufficient support, he struggled to secure lasting victories. After years of grueling warfare, Belisarius was once again recalled to Constantinople, effectively ending his role in the Gothic War. In his later years, Belisarius remained a trusted figure in Justinian's court, though his relationship with the emperor was strained. In 562 CE, he faced accusations of conspiracy against Justinian, a charge many historians believe was unfounded. He was briefly imprisoned but later pardoned. Following his pardon, Belisarius retired from military and political life. He spent his final days at his estate in Constantinople, accompanied by his wife Antonina. Antonina, a close confidant of Empress Theodora, had been a controversial figure in Belisarius's life, with their marriage enduring both scandal and loyalty. Despite their turbulent relationship, Antonina remained by his side during his later years. During this time, Belisarius lived a quiet and reflective life, far from the grandeur of his earlier campaigns. Though officially removed from the public eye, he was still remembered by the people of Constantinople as a hero who had restored the empire's glory. A popular, though largely apocryphal, legend claims that Belisarius was blinded by Justinian and left to beg on the streets of Constantinople. This story, perpetuated by later writers, is likely a fabrication rooted in the dramatic downfall of many great figures in history. There is no contemporary evidence to support the claim, and most historians agree that Belisarius retained his sight and dignity until his death. Belisarius's military campaigns were instrumental in Justinian's efforts to restore the Roman Empire's former glory. His victories in North Africa, Italy, and Persia demonstrated his unparalleled strategic brilliance and unwavering loyalty. Despite often being undermined by political intrigue and limited resources, Belisarius consistently delivered extraordinary results. Belisarius's legacy extends beyond his battlefield achievements. He embodies the ideals of loyalty, resilience, and ingenuity in the face of adversity. His life and career symbolize the last great chapter of Roman military glory, making him a figure of enduring fascination in history.